Welcome back to the road to 2200. I am 1954. My opponent is 1921. And my opponent is playing g6. Okay, so I'm going to play normally. I don't know if they're going to do a Grunfeld or a King's Indian. We're just going to have to find out. Or they're going to play that. I don't even know what this is called. The opening with no name, we'll call it. Okay, I think I'm just going to play normal developing moves until I figure out what is happening. Okay, I feel like they must be looking to go this way. I'm pretty tempted to go here. And I feel like they'll go here. And that's fine. Another possibility is to go here. Putting some pressure here. I don't think it's going to do that much. I don't know which one's better, but I'm going to go here. Ah, I did not expect that. I'm pretty tempted to go here now and just, if they want to get a tempo on me, they can. And then I'll probably end up having to drop back to here. Maybe I should have done that first, actually, because I'm going to want to play this move. But I guess if they go here, here, here to try to trap me, I do have one more move in between where I can drop back. So it should be okay. Okay, not too surprising. I'm going here. I think I'm going to get this resolved. I usually like to resolve this tension immediately. This kind of lets me figure out, are they going to take this way? And then I've got some sort of minority attack, or are we going to go this way? We're going to have something symmetrical. Okay, so they're going that way. I think best is probably just here, here, castles. Before I do that, though, I just want to take a minute. It is a weird opening. I don't want to miss something with this odd move thrown in here. It looks very weak to me. Like maybe there's some way to take advantage of that. I don't think I see anything. Okay, I think I'm just going to go here. I mean, it's a little bit tempting, actually, to go like this. Especially with that knight gone now. I don't know, like if they take there, that looks like a huge mess. If I go here, here, takes, trade here, that also looks very weird for them. The problem is it's weird for me. I don't have a great place to put my king, and it's certainly not the move I would normally make. This here, here also is interesting. Yeah, I don't think I like it that much. I think I want to go here and assume my opponent is going there with the bishop. And if they go here, then I might drop back. Not right away, but soon. Actually, I probably won't. Alright, I'm just going to castle. Kind of giving up on this h5 idea, which, by the way, might have been cool. And I actually still might have that available to me. Just as a way to, actually, it looks... Okay, I think I wish I hadn't castled. Because now, if I look at this idea, especially if they take, it'd be a mess. But if they push... I don't know, do I have something like takes, and we're getting close to being on here? I don't know. Well, those days are over, and my opponent has made a move, so we're gonna move on with our lives. This is tempting. That is tempting. It's such a weird setup. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go here with the idea that I'm on this pawn. They're backing it up plenty. I see that. Maybe I'm going something like this over here. I just don't. I'm not even really sure what my plan is right now. I'm just gonna develop some pieces. I'm gonna bring the rook over here. Okay, so that's the only problem with moving that queen. I'm gonna go here. If my opponent goes here, I'm just going to go back and probably just offer the draw and say, I don't even know what's happening at this point. If you want to repeat moves here, I might just be fine with that. Maybe not, though. Actually, if they go here, I wonder if this move is strong. Probably not. Okay, I'm going to go here and say, what do you want to do? They certainly can't go back. And I don't think they want to go here. Well, they might. Actually, if they go here, then now I can go here, and we're not going to repeat. So I'm pretty happy with that. I don't want to repeat moves here, just to be clear. Well, that was not what I was saying. What I was saying is that I wasn't sure that I had another option. That the game was weird enough that without another viable option, I might have to. But now I can go here, here, here. I've got lots of things I can do. Probably not this idea, just to be clear. The bishop quickly gets trapped. We're going to go back to this again and say, okay, you want to trade these bishops? Mine is not doing anything. Although theirs is looking pretty bad with all this mess. But if they go here and I take here, then maybe I just go here. I'm looking at ideas of sacks here with stuff along this. There's nothing now, but it's just something that's becoming more and more ingrained in my head are those kind of sacks. Okay, so this is very interesting. They're offering me the ability to trade here. I don't think I want to. I'm looking at this. Takes. I don't think I like that. I'm looking at this. And it does weaken my pawns a bit, but I think I like it. I imagine they're going to take. I'll be pretty shocked if they don't. In fact, it'd be kind of foolish not to. Are they really going to drop to here and be like, oh, my bishop can't do anything? So probably that wasn't the best move of mine. But I'm going to go here. I don't know. Maybe I'm actually not going to do that. I might go here so that I can do this. And maybe we're going to play on the queen side a bit. Because they've completely abandoned the queen side. I feel like this move is pretty strong. Because of the options with this bishop. If they go here, I'll probably go here. If they take, I'll take this way. And that actually doesn't look too bad for me. In fact, we've got this thing at the end of that. That looks kind of bonkers. So maybe that's not the best line for them. It looks kind of good in theory, but maybe they go like that. At that point, I think I would just be pushing here. Although, no, this... Well, I guess it doesn't hang that, right? Because queen moves, and then they come in like this. Back it up. So maybe they have some ways to push some pawns over there. I don't know. Actually, this move is just going to be met by this. So, no, they can't do that. Yeah, I think my opponent's in the same spot as me, where it's kind of like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do in this position. This is a weird-looking position. My plan is to play on the queen side if my opponent is kind of a tactical, let's get after the king player. It may be hard to find something good here. But maybe that's a good move. Yeah, I guess takes is a little annoying. I think maybe I just push the pawn and then push the other pawn and then maybe get the king out of there somehow. So like if I push and they take and I go here and they take, I think I would just take there. I think this is fine. Yeah, I think there's no reason to like open up all that stuff. I don't think I need to do that. Let's keep them kind of bottled up right now. Especially if I'm thinking I'm playing on the queen side, then I'd like to bottle up the king side and say, okay, let's make the action on the queen side where my pieces are a little bit more ready to do some damage. Something like this, if this knight moves, could be nice. Maybe even if the knight moves, I would put the bishop here. And then trades, boom. This knight looks amazing. Though this knight just comes back, and maybe it's not so amazing. But I think at that point I could go f4, take, and now I've got a passer that's supported. So, I don't know. I've got some ideas here. Ooh, okay. They just walked right into one of my ideas. It's a okay for them. They can go here, but I would just go here. And wouldn't they just have to leave? No, they would have that move. So I'm wondering if I want to prevent that. Do I want to prevent the knight from coming in here? Yeah, because then it could go back to here and then to here. So I think we need to just keep the knight out. Let me just make sure I'm not missing some other piece of the puzzle. No, I don't think so. We're going to keep that knight out. Some prophylactic play, as they say. Probably the best move for my opponent is to go back and say, okay, cool, I got you to move this B pawn that probably you didn't want to move because you wanted to cause some trouble this way. Interesting. Okay. Certainly looking at this idea, but I don't like takes. I've been looking at bringing this guy around here anyway, so I think that's probably fine. I wouldn't mind my knight ending here. That looks like quite a nice square, especially if I do this whole trade. So we're going to come around here. The idea of going here, 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 and that looking pretty strong. And then even if this knight comes back, maybe I trade this knight, and I still have the knight there looking to jump into there. It just looks like my knights are looking real primed to do some cool jumping. All I gotta do is get that dark squared bishop off the board. And what's cool is there's nothing you can do, right? Like, they can't go here. So if I go here, it's you trade with me or I take it off, and then I stick the knight there. Or you come back and I stick the knight here. So I'm feeling pretty good about the status of my knights. I guess one thing that I'm not keeping in mind is that there is a discovery at some point in here. Let's say we go like this, takes. Now this pawn is actually undefended. It's defended twice now, but it'll be defended 0 times. So I just really need to keep in mind that, is there somewhere catastrophic this knight could jump to? And I don't see a spot. Okay, so this was nice that they chased away this knight to be able to go here, which will allow the rook to go there. Not sure that I care. It does open up that, which is a little bit annoying. They can maybe start doubling. The question is, or do I let them push? I don't think I want them to push. The nice thing about this move is now I have yet another nice spot for knights. So I think this looks quite promising, except for it gives up the exchange. Oh, why am I bad at chess? That's what I want to know. I think even after this, even after this takes, I think I have this. And that's kind of interesting. And then if they run away, then I have that. And I've at least gotten a tiny bit of material for my mess up. That's very frustrating. I feel like I had a lot of great plans and I just totally overlooked a pretty basic thing that has been hanging out on the board for the whole game. Like, that's not a new thing where it's like, oh my goodness, how was I supposed to see that? Although I will say, if I really just wanted to take this piece off the board, I mean, that's one way to take it off the board. Now, probably this is the follow-up move. And then I can go... Where do I go here? Can I do some cool stuff with the knights? Yes, I can go here, threatening there, so they'll have to deal with that. So this is the question. Do I go this way to win a free pawn and leave them with this powerful bishop? Or do I say, you know what, maybe this isn't the end of the world, and I'm getting rid of your powerful bishop? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell myself that this was intentional. In fact, look at this. Here is a triple fork. So they're definitely going to have to cut that off somehow. And they can't do it by putting a piece here. Oh, that's surprising. That I did not expect. It feels like maybe a mistake. How can I take advantage of that? I can take advantage of it by going here, here, here. Then they have this in-between move. And I don't have a good in-between move to come back to their in-between move. Unfortunate. What do I do here? I feel like this is a big moment. So here takes. Okay, I think I gotta do it. I don't know why I was so worried about it. Like if they go here, it's my move. I get to go here, and they go here, and I can just take. So I don't know why I was panicking about that. The knight taking first is a little bit more worrisome. I have to actually move my queen. So if I get to... Oh, and he's covering it too. That's unfortunate. I'm thinking about going somewhere aggressive, like here. I don't say like rook, hang the knight. Right here first. I take. More likely they just attack my knight. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Getting a little low on time. Only have 3 minutes. It's not the end of the world, but my pieces are well placed. I'll say that. My pieces are, well, they were better placed a second ago. But still, the knight and the bishop are working together well. I just feel like there is a tactic here. Whether I end up finding it is another question. That's a good idea. That is a good move. If I take, it does really mangle their pawns, and I also have this idea. And if they say move the knight, this knight, I take here, they take, and then I fork. So I think this works pretty well. I might be overlooking something by moving kind of quickly here. This, yeah, I think this is strong actually. Because even though this knight is backed up, oh, they could take this way though, and then I get pretty much nothing out of this trade. So I might not trade there. Maybe it's like swoop this knight in now. Or go here and give up another exchange. I assume this knight is moving. I guess here is a kind of a reasonable spot for the knight. Didn't really think about that. Feels like it's going to lead to a lot of trades, and I'm not really sure a lot of trades is what I want right now. Okay, that's the move I was hoping for. Actually, that move's kind of bad for me. Okay, that would be the square now for a knight. So like takes, something takes, I go here, hitting this, and doing nothing else. What about here? This guy's now pinned, so I would take here, then here, then here. So I'm gonna go here. This pin might end up being a discovery at some point. Like this is kind of worrisome. So maybe that won't work for me, but I think it does for in the short term. I need to find a way to get him to move. I guess I could do it here. And then takes. And if takes, and I'm probably losing there. Well, each of us only has in the 2 minutes. So if I can put some real threats in front of my opponent, they might crack. Like, that's something very real to keep in mind. So there. I'm looking at this. I think a good move for my opponent would just be like go here and try to resolve some of these issues. Although if they go there, then I can just take. This being on a light square is nice for them. I don't have some cool discovery check stuff. Yep, that seems like a good move. I feel like this is trading down to a losing endgame for me. If I let it. It's kind of hard to stop it. I think maybe I just go here. I don't know what that does, but it keeps me from trading pieces. I like that part. That is something. I don't know if it's something good. I mean, they have all these weak pawns. I think I've made a mistake in this game of not focusing on attacking the weak pawns. Instead of been just like messing around with a million other things. And maybe that's the answer. Just hit the weak pawns and go from there. Okay. Probably here. That way they can't push this pawn. Now I can go here maybe after this moves. I think I can do well by making some nice crisp moves. And oh, okay. This is what I missed. Almost certainly they're going to do some sort of discovery here. But I don't know what they can discover. Because after they move the knight, I'm probably just going to go here and attack the pawn and not trade any rooks. My opponent is under a minute. They have more time trouble than I do even. Interesting. Bring the king into the middle. I kind of want to go here to hit this. But then after they move the knight, I lose. So it does not work the way I would like. I think I'm just going to move him over. Target that pawn. And if he goes here, I do have this check. Check, or takes check. It's got to move back. And then it looks like I win that pawn. Things are a little bit dangerous though with this. If I let these rooks in, it could be very bad very fast. My opponent's under 30 seconds. Mistakes get made in this time control. I just want to keep pieces on the board. That's really what I want to do more than anything. My opponent's very much struggling with ideas at this point. What's a reasonable move that keeps pieces on the board? This. Oh yeah, the rook is gone, so I can go here actually. Right? Yeah. Looks like a weird move. I don't know if it's a good move. Oh, it's still... No, yeah. I was thinking I could take here. I actually can't. I'd be pinned. And I can't get to either of the protection squares, so that's kind of annoying. I'd quite like to go there, but do I lose? I go here. He goes here. I can't check from that spot, so I just go back and just say you're at 9 seconds. Let's see you run out of time. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Now I can go like check here, here, yeah. Let's try this. It does take a piece off the board. Oh, it lets him penetrate, though, which is exactly what I said I could not let happen. So, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I think it's time to start. Maybe it's here. And he goes here, though. Boy, that looks like a really good move. I'll go here with the plan of like pushing this stuff. Yeah, okay, so they found that move. Though I do get to go here. And then here. Oh, they're going to go here. Got it. Otherwise, that would have been amazing. Oh. Okay. I go here. Okay, you go there. I'll go here. Now I'm suddenly lower on time than my opponent. Oh, and I just lost. I got forked. Ugh, that was frustrating. What a terrible way to lose. I don't think I want to do that anymore. Now we're just going to try to hold things together and see if they'll like go into the tank or something. I don't think they will. This should be a pretty easy win for them. But who knows? It was very low in time for both of us. I'll go here. I got this idea. Maybe they'll miss. It's possible. I'll still be dead, but at least it'll surprise them. Nope, I didn't fall for that. I can go here anyway. To do what? I don't know. To be totally trapped, pretty much. Oh, interesting. I'll go here. Oh yeah, if they take there, they get forked in a horrible way. Nope. I'll go here. Take. I go here. I got the fork coming if they fall for it, but again, that doesn't do enough. That doesn't even work. I'll go here. Horrible. Can't believe I lost that piece like that. That was so embarrassing. I feel like a random check might actually help this game just eat up a little bit of time when they're like, wait, what? I'm in check? Here. I don't know what's happening. We'll go here. Probably a terrible move. Yeah, they could have just won the game there. It's alright. I'll go here, offer this trade for no reason. That loses. And yeah, we are very close to just being dead. I think now I can resign. There's no way my opponent is going to run out of time. Oh, that was a brutal one. Oh, I feel like I just had like 2 moments. And other than that, I feel like I played like a great game. So, chess is cruel that way. All right. Oh, yeah, right. So that is the modern. I guess the most normal move would be e4. I just decided to play my sort of normal moves, and I think we got a good position, so I'm not too worried that I played, quote, wrong. In fact, the computer says I'm up 1.6. The computer hates that move. It says c5 is the best move here. Wow, that is an interesting move. Really trying to take a huge space advantage. I just played a really normal looking move that wasn't great and was fine. E4 is what the computer wants here. I looked at E4 a lot of times during the game. E4 was right there. I really have a hard time pulling the trigger on E4. I think that is a big takeaway. I still am up a huge amount, and the computer loves my position. Everything's going swimmingly. The computer says that was a little weird, but you're still fine. Alright, G5. All this is, it's kind of an unusual game, but the plans are fairly normal here. And now the computer says I'm up In fact, okay, so the computer says this is a huge blunder. And it's nice because I did feel like I figured out it was a blunder. But the main reason is because this is so strong, which I found in the game, but I thought, like, it's not that amazing. I'll go back, I get the pawn, and then they just take the pawn. This is where my calculation stopped, and then they win the pawn. Wait, this is 3. It goes from 3.8. Oh, the mistake is taking there. Oh, wow. Look at this mess. Here, rook can't go there. And anywhere the rook goes, I get to get a queen. Oh, wow. So let's say rook goes here. I get to get a queen. They've got to give up their queen. Oh, man. So that is frustrating. I'm happy on one part. That I was stunned here, and I was like, oh no, I've bungled the game. And then I was like, wait, no, I don't think I have. I actually have 2 decent options, and I saw this. But the problem is I went to this line and it said, nah, that's not great. And the computer agrees, that's not that great. So I took here instead, which the computer says is fine. Like, we're not losing. It's totally even. Your knights are good. Everything is good. You have a good position. Here's all fine. I'm slightly behind now. But things are fine. Okay, that move the computer does not like. So knight e5. Just getting the knights more and more and more in their face is the way to go. I kind of started losing. What was that? And then this was the game-losing move. How was that the game-losing move again? I don't even remember the tactic they did. Oh, they did not do the tactic. That's why. The tactic is knight e5, which looks very much like it loses a piece to me, but it's also threatening this and this. So there's a nice double attack that wins the game instantly for my opponent. So we both missed that. Interesting to note. I moved over to get out of that tactic because I was worried about it, even though I didn't see the tactic. And then that also is a huge blunder. This felt like a blunder kind of move, but I was justifying it as like, well, I'm dead. That's all I can find. This supposedly is the way to deal with it. Here and then. Okay, I don't really know what's happening. The one-man show. Oh, wow. Okay, wait. What if we don't let that happen and just go here? Then he goes here. And I mean, it looks like I can get out, right? Can't I go here? And then here. And then this is covered. So now I'm dead. Okay. Yeah, so I stuck the knight in here and trapped it, which I felt like I probably did, but I just didn't know what to do at this point. I traded there, which was ridiculous. And it just kind of, all fell apart. So I don't think it's very interesting from here. The only interesting thing was, can I run him out of time and steal a game? So a couple takeaways. Number one is I've got to get better at pulling the trigger on or making the move e4. I can't be so afraid of e4. E4 is often a good move. I rarely play it outright. I'll play it sometime later in the game, but I missed that. So that was a problem. The second takeaway was not calculating this line all the way to the end. Well, it was twofold. Because first of all, if I'm going to make this move, I need to understand why I'm making it, and then I'm not just hanging. So it's like losing track of this diagonal was a ridiculous mistake. It was actually fine, but I didn't calculate all the way. So takeaway one is e4, be ready to push it. The second one is you've got to be able to calculate the lines more effectively all the way down. And was there a third one here? I don't know. Just be less bad at tactics. Okay, well, that one got away from us. It was a tough one, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And we're down to 1946. I'll see you next time on the road to 2200.